the Sun. And clarifying the Sun, we have, oh wow, the Dark. Would you just look at that? Duality. Duality. The answer to a yes or no question is duality? Really? You know what? With this, I'm getting that both things are possible. Whatever the matter that you're inquiring about, both things are possible, and I think it all hinges on what somebody chooses. Does somebody choose to focus on the light or the dark? Does somebody choose to nurture the light or the dark? Does somebody choose the path of light or dark? And I feel like this is a question of somebody's individual will. What do they want to do? What are they going to ultimately do? You know, you can't really make anybody do anything without violating their sovereignty, you know. That's why, you know, quote, black magic is frowned upon as it pertains to, you know, love spells and, you know, trying to make a specific person love you, right? Because that interferes with their will, see? So I don't know why I'm getting that, but maybe that applies to some people's situation. But the answer to this yes or no question is both yes and no. And whether it becomes a yes or a no depends upon the will of the person or people involved in the situation being inquired about. Very interesting reading. The Devil. I'm intrigued. Are you intrigued? Clarifying the Devil, we have watery in reverse. So, water, that could be somebody's zodiac sign. It could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're coming in the reverse. So, they're either not expressing themselves in the situation, or the situation is having sort of a negative effect on them. Because the Devil card is essentially the lovers in kind of a negative aspect, right? It's in relationships, it can be unhealthy obsession, addiction, either to each other, or you both engage in feeding some addiction that you have. This is a no. I mean, this is definitely a no. And the reason that it's a no is because this person is in reverse here. You never want to show up as being in reverse. Now, if this is not a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in a matter of love, their Venus or Mars might also be in a water sign. But anyways, if this isn't that person's sign, it just has to do with emotions, because water is related to emotions. So somebody's emotions here are really being negatively impacted by this situation of bondage, hedonism, lust, you know, carnal situation, addiction. This is a no, because whoever this is needs to come upright. They need to come upright and block out this devil energy. The devil energy is, in the long term, never a positive thing. It takes its toll, either mentally, spiritually, or physically, or all of those. So while the devil energy could be fun for a little while, yeah, it is not a place to stay. And whoever this watery energy is being negatively impacted by this negative state. So I would say this is a no. Queen of Swords. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, we have time in reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is the answer is yes to this question, but it's not time yet for whatever this matter is, which you know because you're inquiring about. Whatever it is, it's not time for it yet. It's not time for it to be enacted or acted upon, but it will come time for this. This is the sword of truth. So there's probably like a cutting truth, right? There's a time and a place for everything. And there's also a time, a proper time to deliver a truth that might not be the most comfortable thing for everybody to hear, right? It's like, the truth hurts sometimes to hear, right? So whatever the situation is, the truth will need to be delivered, but at the proper time. So eventually that time will come. The answer is yes. Yes to this truth, but it must be delivered at the right time. And whatever this involves, whoever is supposed to deliver this truth or hear this truth, right? The universe will make it so that the perfect time becomes obvious. The perfect time will come and cannot be denied, and it'll just flow. Right now, there's something blocking the truth from flowing out because it's not the proper time. But whenever that block is removed, it will absolutely flow. So don't worry about it, because the proper time will be made very clear.